Courtney Barnett is an Australian singer-songwriter and guitarist. Her career started in 2009 and is still going, and she has released 4 albums and had widespread critical acclaim. Hi, my name's Dan. So this is Courtney Barnett's second studio album. It's my first time listening to it. In fact, it's my first time encountering her. I didn't know anything about her before I came across this on the list, and so I've listened to it. I've done some reading, and I'm going to give you a review now. But it's not going to be a very long review because I don't think I've got very much to say on this album. So I would describe this as being musically as being indie alt rock, but then this becomes a kind of singer-songwriter thing because it's about her songs and her approach. The vocals are kind of strongly up in the mix here, and it's very much her thing. It's mostly straightforward indie rock, I'd say, with occasional dark musical twists like bits of noise guitar, by which I mean kind of discordant and yeah, out of kilter stuff. But that most of it isn't like that. But I think the first track on the album, the hopefulness, it's an interesting word, is an example of that. Musically, it's okay, and it does the job. The voice reminds me of somebody, and maybe it's early Sheryl Crow in the tone of it. But if she reminds you of anybody, please do let me know. I'd love to know if there's somebody else that's in my mind. I'm going, that reminds me of something, because it often happens, and my ability to remember who is quite hard. She has a tendency to swoop down at the end of lines in a kind of Bob Dylan sort of way, and then she something like that. She kind of drops off this, not quite off a cliff, slides down the hill at the end. The songs are about, I think, life and expectations, and sometimes about love. I didn't really pick up a lot, which is unusual for something that is so kind of singer-songwriter. So yeah, apologies to Courtney for not. Maybe I should have listened harder. I would say that the positioning of this album, in terms of where it fits, kind of stylistically, is quite nuanced. So I referenced Sheryl Crow earlier in terms of the style of her voice, and in some ways the sounds used are quite, again, early Sheryl Crow, but it's a bit rocky and a bit more indie and a bit less kind of slick and a bit less country. It's got, I mean, Sheryl Crow being country rock is only just. But it, yeah, I think that I'm not sure if there's anybody else I would say is a kind of female singer-songwriter in an indie sense in this way. Again, let me know if you think of anybody. I'd love to hear from you. So I think it kind of occupies a somewhat unique position, but it's not far away from other things. I liked it okay, but it didn't really stand out to me that much. It probably rewards more listens than 2 listens. I got a feeling that if you're prepared to put the time in, you might start to really enjoy this. If indie rock is your kind of thing, I guess. So that's what I think. A bit of a muted response. What do you think? Please let me know how you feel about this album. I'm always very up for people who love things that, I mean, I didn't hate it. It was just a bit muted. If you think this is brilliant, it's the best thing since sliced cheese, then please let me know. But that's it from me for now.
You know what they say, no one's born to hate. We learned it so